Let's see what's on.
Well, as longtime visitors of the blog know, it has been my mission, ever since I've gone to Rutgers, to get a photo with one of the Scarlet Knight mascots. Now, they have two knights. They've got kind of like the lovable, funny one, who's in one of those felt costumes, and then they have the other one, the legit, really scary-looking guy who's in an actual knight armor, red knight armor, and rides a horse and has a sword and is pretty intense looking. That's the one I really wanted to get a picture with. But he's a lot harder because he doesn't roam around quite as much, whereas the fun one is always in the stands and having a good time and interacting with people. So I've gone to many football games, obviously, and I've tried to make this happen. And the closest I got was at one homecoming game a few years ago when I went down to the fence of the field, and I kind of grabbed the fun one by the hand and snapped a picture. But my friend, you might remember as Mask Emotions, he wouldn't stand up to take the photo, so you could kind of see the mascot over the fence, but not really. So I still give him a hard time about that. Since then, there have been numerous other attempts, including even interacting with the guy on Twitter and trying to arrange a meetup, which unfortunately didn't work out. And actually, one of my coworkers used to be a cheerleader with the university, and she knows the mascots, and said she would even help me get this done. But finally, last night, things worked out to my advantage at a totally unlikely location. My friend and I went to a Rutgers basketball game, and we're sitting in our seats, and we're remarking how our seats are not very good. There's a big, huge pillar right in front of us, and we joke that we actually have a better view of the souvenir stand than we do of the field, the court itself. So we're watching the game, and we look over to the souvenir stand, and who do we see walking through the hallways but the fun mascot? He's just walking through the hallways. And this is probably about 5 minutes into the game, and we say to each other, like, let's go get a picture with him. So again, about 5 minutes into the game, and we're deep into our aisle, and we jump up out of our seats, make everybody else stand up, and we rush down to the hallway to get a photo with the knight. So we rush down there, we get down to the hallway, and there he is. And so we very kindly ask, hey, can we get pictures with you? And very kindly takes pictures with each of us. So I very excitedly said, one down, one to go. And this was within, again, about the first 5-10 minutes of the game. So we got a bit cocky, I'm sure. And we convinced ourselves that at some point during the game, this other knight is going to walk through the hallway as well, and we're going to get a picture with him. And lo and behold, it wasn't quite that easy. This mascot pretty much stayed in one corner the entire game, one corner of the court the entire game. And so we were wondering, how the hell are we going to get a picture with him? Halftime, he didn't move. Throughout the game, he barely moved. And finally, about 10 minutes on the clock left, we decided let's try to go down to the court side where he's been standing. So we walk down there, and we're peeking in for about 5 minutes. We're wondering, how do we get there? Can we sneak there? We realize these are bleacher seats, and they're not really checking anybody's tickets. So we walk down to the court side, and we are literally just standing at the court side, behind the line, obviously, but just standing right there. And he's about 10 feet away from us, so we're snapping pictures of his back. We reach far enough, we could probably hit him. So we were trying to get him to come over to us, and it wasn't happening. And again, about 3 minutes left in the game, somebody had asked the event staff, who were very, very nice, if they could get his attention, and they did. And he came over and started taking pictures with several people, and they're rushing us, and they're saying, like, oh, he's got to get back to the game, he's got to get back to the game. And and all these people are cutting in front of us. We're like really trying to be pretty aggressive. Finally, we each get up there and we each get our photo with him, and a success. I got my photo with both of them. And I went to Rutgers in the year 2000, and so I guess September 2000. And since then, I had become aware of this Red Knight, and I've wanted to meet him and to take a photo with him that whole time. Well, January 2014, it finally happened. So, mission accomplished. And it ended up being a great day overall also. This sweatshirt right here, I got for $12 just by doing a 12-week subscription to the Wall Street Journal, which I'm going to promptly cancel. But a hoodie for $12, not too bad. So it was a really fun night, and it was a good time. And I finally got my photo with both nights. So, mission accomplished.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my own.